it's Bill from Sitrep Podcast. You might recall from a few months back, I had made a video about choosing a new few options, and I said, guess which one I chose? Well, I chose this one. This is the Phrozen Sonic Mighty 14K Revo. This is the latest, greatest model that's come out from Phrozen. It was a pre-order back in March when I did that first video. I believe it was March, maybe February. And we've been waiting for it to arrive. It finally arrived about a week or so ago, and now I've had a chance due to travel and I'll broadcast to you guys the official unboxing of the brand new Phrozen Sonic Mighty 14K Revo. This is a resin printer. This has got the latest and greatest updates and all, and we are going to look at it. First of all, obviously the box itself, it's pretty fancy. Usually when you get a 3D printer I've gotten from other companies, it's a cardboard box. You pull out, there's a bunch of styrofoam and stuff. But this one is nicely packaged. But I know you guys don't really care about the packaging. You want to see it into the box. So first of all, we're going to lift up the lid here. Better than you envisioned. Okay. Nicely packaged. It's got compressed foam. Right there. Oh, by the way, we're in our print shop. So we thought this was very apropos to do a unboxing of a 3D printer. I'll slide out this piece. Slide out this piece. Right here. And we'll slide out this piece. Nicely packaged. I'll pick all this stuff afterwards. Nicely packaged. And I'm going to give you a quick peek. As long as I don't drop it. That's the printer right there. Okay? So I'm going to lay this.
John Sarby says, perfect. I got a list of things to test.
No problem, John. Send it on my way. Give me a second. I'm going to actually put this box on the floor and pick up the printer and put it on the workbench. So, it is kind of heavy. And it's big. It's big. Gotta get my fingers underneath. Woo! She is. I'm going to just check the box real quick, make sure there's nothing else in the box. If there's not, it's just all packing. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. They're very well protected.
Might have got more views.
Yeah. Might replace Marty falling off the bar stool.
I don't think anything can replace Marty falling off the bar stool.
That's true. Alright. So we're getting there. Alright, so they got cling wrap, shrink wrap. Oh, yeah, mercy. So the nice thing about this printer, obviously, is the high resolution of it, but I like how it opens. My old printer, you lifted the whole top up, right? This one.
And Rasmus says, not only a printer, but a workout in the shop as well.
True that. True that. Alright, it does that to open.
Ooh.
Great.
Fancy.
So, advantages and disadvantages of that. We're going to talk about the pluses and minuses as we go from initial observations. The first one is, I love how this lid opens. You don't have to worry about putting it somewhere or anything like that. However, it means you can't put it up against the wall. Because this has to have clearance. Like that. Clearance. Woo! Really got that in there. going to be that way about it. Yeah. Ouch. Well, there's my first finger pinch. Should we start an official count?
Probably.
Okay, there's that. There's a whole bunch of stuff. All right, good. Let me do this around so you guys can see again. As you can see, the clearance. So out of it came this big box.
Step off to the side so folks can see it too.
Step off to the
There
side,
you
she
go.
says. Well, hold on a minute now. I'm gonna put that box there, and then I have two items here that look like feet or clamps or something. Right here. I'm assuming that's for the resin tray itself, because hence, here is the resin tray. I believe it's a 10, almost a printing surface. Replaceable, obviously, by the screws. You can get new membranes. We're going to set that right there. And the screen is an easy replace too. If you ever get to the point where you have to replace the LED screen, it is replaceable as well. It's just a couple screws and then a plug, and it comes right out. All right, we've got the basic here. I'm going to take these out because these are actually for the resin. Right. It has a built-in exhaust filtration system. It has a built-in light. I think this one has a camera too, so you can monitor it remotely. It has heating to keep your resin at the ideal temperature, because as resin gets colder, it doesn't print as well. So you have that as well. All right. So I'm just gonna put this in. I'm not gonna screw them all the way down yet, because I have to do any adjustments on the screen. Easy cheesy peasy. Now, supposedly this also is an auto leveling plate. We shall see. I'm going to open up the box here. Thank you for your order. Well, thank you, Phrozen. So, if anybody's wondering, at time of purchase, this, Dawn, cover your ears.
Too late.
The retail purchase of this printer was $999. I'm assuming it'll come down shortly.
Which roughly equates to at least 4 more boxes of Magic cards.
Right.
And or 6-ish Lorcanas.
Right. Sure. So you have a warranty card, registration card, hex wrench, size chart, which is nice because you always stop the guessing, and you can go to Picks Up and download your first model for free. So I'm assuming Picks Up's up. And then we have a state-of-the-art 3D printed Cheeto Box card as well. Cheeto Box is the slicer software that printers use. It's one of the options out there, but that's what it seems that they use. So you can actually get your first model from Picks Up and then use Cheeto Box to print it. Okay, what else do we got in here? We've got, it's like sandpaper. We got sandpaper. I don't know what the sandpaper's for, to be honest with you. I'll have to look at that, and then it's like a couple stickers. All right. And then underneath the mystery foam, we have the famous scraper and a plastic scraper, so you don't damage your screen. This one is for removing off the bed. This one is getting anything that may be stuck to your resin bag. You don't want to use anything that's sharp on that. And then I have a thumb drive. I'm assuming the slicer software and any drivers are on here. And then we have some Allen wrenches, hex wrenches. All right, so we'll go underneath.
John Sorby says, I sort of got the go-ahead to get a printer, but I need to sort out the junk room and make a hobby room before I can.
Well, as you see, we're in the process of converting our garage into a print shop. I don't know, can they see the presses over here, love?
One of them.
So we have 2 heat presses over here. We have a mug press over here. We have a couple printers, and we're looking at some other printers as well. So we're going to be able to offer transfers, whether you order the transfers and you put on whatever shirt you want yourself, or we can do it. We're going to be a full-service custom design shirt, mugs, whatnots. So,
Tuffy's in the house. Hey, Tuffy.
Tuffy, your mug should be coming to you shortly. I'm getting the shipping set up with our business, so I'll get your mug pressed and it'll be on its way. Also, I might send you an extra little gift. Just saying. All right. Well, we have 2 different power cords. We have an American power cord, and we have God only knows what power cord. Is this British, English, overseas
Looks like
somewhere?
it.
Somewhere over yonder.
That's nice that they do that, though.
It is very nice. And then also, I'm having trouble getting it out. I have some gloves and have a little funnel. I'm assuming that's to return any unused resin to your container. And then last but not least, looks like I have a doorbell. I know, it sounds weird. I don't know what this is yet, so. Oh, this was the air filter, I
I
believe.
was going to say, a doorbell would be a weird thing to have with a 3D printer.
Air purifier. So this plugs in, I believe right there. There's a USB port right there. And I believe this plugs in there. And it's an actual air purifier to help with the resin smell. Which is it's again, pretty.
That's pretty awesome if it really helps.
Yep.
Because Lord knows that stinks.
It does. Remember when we had it in the other hobby room?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me see if there's anything else underneath. I don't think, well, I don't know. Maybe not. No, that's all glued together. It's a nice foam though. But that's it. So, I thought there was a camera. Where's the instructions? Oh, shit. They're on a computer. Okay. That's alright. So, let's plug it in and turn it on and see what the screen looks like, shall we? I guess I need a power cord. Kind of helps. So the nice thing is, then you know this is 110 to 220. So it can be used in the United States where we have 110, or over in Europe, UK, where they're at 220. Just by changing the cord. So it has a power regulator inside of it. Goes in the back. And
Tuffy says you will need to make sure that the filter has the plastic inside the charcoal filters has been removed. That's a good tip.
yes, boss. I'm going to grab that as it powers up. Ooh, full color screen. Sweet.
That was an extra $300.
You're funny. Okay, it definitely is a USB, but I'm trying to figure out how does it plug in just like that? There's a power button on the front. Well, let's see what. That's a power button. There's a little fan right here. I don't see how it. Alright, I'm not gonna try and pry that apart till I look at the instructions, but.
I was going to say, at risk of sounding like a mom, how about we wait on the instructions?
There we go. That doesn't seem very secure. I think it's in right. There's a cable right here. There it goes. That's it. Smoother. Aha! Alright. Filter and purifier installed. Okay. So it looks like this is a single knob detachment. So if I wanted to, boom! Look at that fill plate, guys. It's got like a what'd you say, diamond pattern, hex pattern on it.
Yeah.
It's supposedly pre-leveled.
It's a Cubert pattern.
Cubert pattern, nice. So easy on, easy off. It does have adjustment hexes here, so if you needed to adjust. Local storage, it's empty. Very responsive touchscreen. Let's see. Access control, vac cleaning. That's a heater.
Tuffy says, eating bankers and mash while watching a grown man fiddle with his equipment live on the tubes.
Yeah, and
Day.
you love it. Look at that light.
Fancy.
And you have a heater so you can adjust the heat. So you turn it on and off. I'm not going to do that because I don't have anything in that. Light off. So there is a thing for auto pump fill. So obviously that could be an option. I'm not sure. Ooh, what's this back here? There's something else back here. I'm going to have to read the instructions because I don't know what this is that's wrapped up. That might be the camera, kids. Right there. Let me turn a flashlight on it so I can see. I don't know what that is. That might be the camera. It looks like it does look like a camera. Sure does. Oh, it's a magnetic. Oh, look, it's a webcam. So you can literally monitor the progress of your prints from anywhere.
Okay, that's cool.
Right? So it is a webcam.
So you can be somewhere else watching an absolute train wreck happen and be no yelling at what are you supposed to do? Can you control it?
Would I do that? If anybody knows me,
yeah,
they know I would be like having a meltdown. So yes, you have a webcam to monitor your progress. That's freaking sweet.
that was an extra 100.
Yeah. Obviously, we can set up network, hardware testing, system, remote control, because you can literally do remote control. So I use my phone. Well, let's do it. We're on camera. Why not? Go to the camera. See if I can get the
John says, Dawn, we had the same thought regarding the camera. Yeah, see?
So it's an app called Phrozen Go. Oh, I didn't set up a network. I'll have to do that off camera so you guys, you scoundrels can't access my network.
Scoundrels. That's strong.
Right. All right, so you get into login screen and go from there. All right, so system, you can name your printer, standby time, time-lapse video. So I could do a time-lapse video, which we'll probably do of
That's
the first
cool.
print. Residue detection, failure detection, initial setup, format, local settings, restore. So there's a lot of setup to this printer, and yeah, this is a 14K screen, supposedly. Let me put it to you this way. There was an interesting video we watched a couple months back about the actual resolution. First of all, the eye can't see over, I think it's 8K, truly. Anything over 8K, your eye can't decipher any more detail. Also, 14K, is it really, because it goes on to the nano microns, I believe is what, I think this is a 24 nanomicron, something like that. But that's the level of detail you can get. It means it's going to be a very sharp detail. So also you got to remember, the printer is only as good as the file that you send to it to print. So if you have a really good printed file that can, and every layer is done correctly, this will give it really good detail. But yeah, that is the Phrozen Sonic Mighty Revo. Like I said, I believe it has a 10-inch build plate. Can't remember what the height is. I think it's roughly 10 inches. I wish there was an actual manual with it. That would be nice, but this touchscreen is amazing. It's just as good as an iPhone touchscreen, to be honest with you. And there's a USB port here, so you can just use a thumb drive. In the back, we have a serial port, it looks like, and a printer port, for the printer cable, if you wish to go hardwire. So this is the unboxing of the Revo. They are now available on the market. So if you're looking for a I don't want to say high end, I don't want to sound bougie. Everybody accused me of being bougie, believe it or not. Don't they? But,
Yep.
If you're looking for a high definition printer, this was the latest, greatest one that's out there. I've had ones from a couple other companies, and they've done well. Actually, my favorite resin printer was the one that used to be by QIDI. It was an industrial print. I mean, that's the one we print all the Zulus and British guys for Rourke's Drift, and it did an amazing job. Huge build plate, much bigger than this one actually. But this one's supposed to be much faster, higher detail, better interface. I'm impressed with this interface, truly. Oh, there's printer info. Let's see what it says. Printer info. So it gives you all the info there. Social media. Official website, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So all their links are there. And then there's a log. So, okay. So you have that. You have settings. Like I said, this is really impressive. Like I said, we can go in there and set up a Wi-Fi network. So I'm just got to wait for the Wi-Fi. Ooh, come back. Look for my Wi-Fi and then go from there. So part 2 of this video will actually be the setup and the initial print. And we'll bring that to you. That one probably won't be live, obviously, because it's got some stuff to do. And I don't think you want to sit here for hours watching something print. I'll try and do the time-lapse video with the camera so we can see the camera quality. I just think it's cool. You got air purifier, heater, camera, lights, you know, all that cool stuff. Right? Look at that. Isn't that cool? I know, simple things.
Gadgets. Bill loves his gadgets.
I love gadgets, but that is sweet, man. Okay. Also, they recommend a unique type of resin. Let me grab it. It's called Aqua Hyperfine. I got the blue one. There's different colors, but this one is supposedly, obviously, formalized for this printer. But you can probably use other ones, but there's that one.
Tuffy says Wi-Fi code. I like bigger scale.
No. Just think of all the Legion Imperialis epic scale stuff I can print on this thing, right? Or, you know, actually, one of the things I'm definitely looking forward to printing on this is STL files from in-country. They have STL files for some of their minis, and we're going to see how they look when we print them at home versus buying them conventional. Because that's another thing we have to do is we have there are 2 games. We have Blackout and then their other game, their modern one. So we're going to look at those. But guys, again, this is the Phrozen Sonic Mighty Revo. It's a lot to say. 14K. So we'll see. First glance, the materials, this is all metal. Everything here is metal. This is acrylic, plastic. Screen is very sensitive. I mean, very sensitive. So the light looks nice, and you know, it's an LED light. What can you say about it? It's not a cheap thing. It looks better than that. I like this USB-driven air purifier, and like I said, you've got vents and heat and all that stuff. So yeah, can't wait. So watch out for the next video, part 2, when we actually do the setup and first print. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, please put it in the comment section below. Also, please like, subscribe, and share our videos. We're reached over 1,700 people. I would love to see us hit 2,000 before the end of the summer, so or sooner. But we're getting there slowly but surely. But we're gonna see some 3D printing and some paint coming up, guys. Any last comments before we sign off, love?
Yep, Tuffy said I need to finish fixing my Mars Pro 3 this year.
There you go. All right, so that's another thing about 3D printing. When 3D printing really started going, what would you say it was? Well, I got my first 3D printer back in 2016. It was when we were living at that other house. That little tiny one I got. Mm-hmm. And back then, a lot of it was you had to tinker with it and adjust things and do all that stuff. And then I got a bigger gantry 3D printer. And then we got a resin printer, and then so on and so on. Nowadays, they're pretty much plug and play. There isn't much you have to do. They've come a long way to make them available to everybody, not just people who want a hobby 3D printing. So I'm excited. We'll see what happens. Guys, this is Bill for the Sit Rep Podcast. I appreciate you spending a little bit of your Sunday with us. For those in the United States, happy Mother's Day if you're celebrating. For the rest of the world, happy Mother's Day anyways. We're Americans. We like to celebrate everywhere. So and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.